I mean, America was very violent during Native American times when there was only 13 colonies. I'm telling you, the massacres and scalpings and kidnappings were pretty common. But growing up and going to school, I'm 45, so back in the 90s and 80s, I was in school, and everything was, we were bad, and the Indians were good, and we took their land, and that was it. But there's a lot more nuance to that equation, obviously. There was quite a lot of violence, and then you could even point to Roanoke, where the settlers just disappeared, and Croatoa or whatever was written on a tree. And it's a famous part of history. It was one of the first attempts to colonize the New World, and it failed in Virginia, or was it on Carolina? I forget. But yeah, so we see that, and then other cases of them helping us. So there was a give and take there. Now you got to remember the technology and the transfer of the technology had to have helped advance the certain farming. They taught us farming, but this is the only. Why will we only hear like these one or two cases of things positive they did for us? But there was a lot of negative aspects of the Native American culture that definitely clashed with Judeo-Christian colonial settlers. And it kind of had to. But anyway, the soil in New England was terrible. The crops weren't from the New World, Old World were not blooming. And they said take a dead fish and bury it with that. And the seedling was with the dead fish, and they had growth from that. They noticed that helped with crops, I guess, with the yield as well. So there was them helping them survive winters, tough winters, and some tricks that they've learned along the way. They probably just picked up from visually picking it up on both sides. Now there was the language barrier, so trades were tough. Bartering with them was tough. It was kind of more of a physical, animalistic kind of living.